Hi fellow travelers, and it's me, your travel angel. In this video, my husband Edward and I are gonna visit the flower fields in Carlsbad, California. It's an hour and a half to 2 hours drive from Los Angeles, which is a convenient day trip for visitors coming from the City of Angels. Allow me to give you travel tips for visiting the flower fields at Carlsbad Ranch. This is your Carlsbad Flower Fields Complete Guide. So, is the flower fields at Carlsbad Ranch worth visiting? Hey, let's find out! And welcome back to Angel's Video Diary. So travel tip number 1 is you have to make a reservation in advance or online. So it's gonna be $23 to get in per person. Last year, it was actually $22 per adult, but they do have special discounts like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you get $2 off if you visit between 1 to 4 p.m. And then they have season passes if you want to visit multiple times, which is $48 per person. And right now, it's actually opening week, so we got $5 off per ticket. And I actually posted that information on my Instagram account, so be sure to follow me on my Instagram account to stay current on my travels and for more random tips as well. Typically, the peak season is going to be around mid-March to mid-April, and that's the time you'll catch the flowers in full bloom. And right now, it's opening week, and there's actually a small section in the farm where the flowers have bloomed. And this is what it looks like right now. And this is what it looked like last year. So I highly recommend that you visit the flower fields during the peak blooming season. And remember, this is an actual flower farm, so there will be sections where the fields will be in full bloom, while others will just be starting or ending. And also around the month of May, they actually harvest some of the flowers here for them to sell to florists across the country. And by the way, the flower fields is open daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and parking is free. They also have portable potties around the area as well as a public restroom, which is going to be across the fountain garden. Next, you should also plan your visit to the flower fields. Yeah, think about what you're gonna do. Do you want to buy an additional ticket for the tractor wagon ride for $8 per person? And you should also check the weather. Right now, it's partly cloudy, so I brought a jacket with me. Also, I recommend that you give an hour and a half to 2 hours for your visit here, and you don't necessarily have to stay for more than 2 hours. You can explore the surrounding areas, or maybe you can check out San Diego, which is a little over half an hour drive. And next, don't forget to check out the other activities and exhibits around the flower field. So they have family-friendly activities here for everyone to enjoy. They have a butterfly garden, a Mediterranean garden, a poinsettia display, and so much more. They'll actually give you a map when you check in, so you can use that as your guide when you explore the farm. And by the way, they have snacks and drinks available here. They also have tables, picnic areas, and shaded areas as well. So the Carlsbad Flower Fields is a 50-acre flower garden which will require you to walk around. So it's quite big. Be sure to wear comfy shoes, and I recommend something you won't mind getting dirty. This is a real working farm, so the grounds can get muddy when it gets wet. Now, if you guys are new here and you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I would post new content. And one of the main reasons people visit the flower fields in Carlsbad is because of all the photo opportunities here. So make sure to take advantage of all those stunning photo spots. And just a reminder, you have to book professional photography or videography, and there is actually a fee for it. So make sure to check out the link in the description below for more information. And speaking of taking photos, be mindful of other guests. There are plenty of beautiful flowers everywhere, and you just want to take pictures of everything you see because they're just so pretty. But then you forget that there are other people waiting to take their turn. So once again, Be considerate of other guests. The flower fields is also famous for the Ranunculus flowers. Bloom season for these beautiful flowers lasts for 6 to 8 weeks. You should also respect the flowers. So the flowers here are delicate. So make sure to stay on designated trails or paths to avoid damaging the flowers. Don't pick them or try to walk over them. And you cannot actually walk inside the flower field. Someone will come up to you to remind you of that if ever you go over the barrier or the tape. And next, I recommend that you bring a tripod as well. So a tripod is useful for a couple photos, especially if you want to try different poses. And if you have one, don't forget to bring a wireless camera remote shutter because it makes it easy to take pictures with this. And then I also recommend that you visit early in the morning or later in the day to avoid the hottest parts of the day and even the crowds. And speaking of crowds, that brings me to my next tip, which is for you to consider visiting on a weekday. Weekends can be very busy here at the flower fields, so if you can, try to visit during the week when crowds are typically smaller. And then my next tip is that you should also bring sunscreen, a hat, and sunglasses to protect both your skin and your eyes because the sun here in California can be quite strong. And of course, don't forget to bring water with you so you can stay hydrated and for you to avoid feeling lightheaded. Now, the flower fields in Carlsbad Ranch hosts different events. So they have seasonal events like the flower fields. They also have the blueberry picking. And the blueberry is actually not available all the time, so you have to check out their website for that one. They also host weddings, corporate events, festivals, or celebrations like birthdays, fundraisers, or school events as well. And of course, make sure to check out their website for the availability of the venue. And don't forget to take your time and just enjoy the views. Don't dwell too much on taking photos, but make sure you take your time to see the beauty of the flower field. Is it worth it to visit the flower fields? Well, in my honest opinion, absolutely. But make sure to visit during the peak blooming season to get your money's worth. Well, I hope I was able to inspire you to visit the flower fields at Carlsbad Ranch. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I would post new content. So if you have any questions or suggestions, make sure to comment down below. You can stay current on my travels. Follow me on social media. That's at Angel's Video Diary. And my TikTok is at I am Angel Alvaro. You can also subscribe to my blog, mypurplepages.com. Hey, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.